Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the EcoStruxure Operator Terminal Expert. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can use the converter like expression in order to set different conditions or different values based on one specific variable. Okay, so imagine that you have a tank with, I don't know, that goes from 0 to 100. Okay, and depending on the level that you have of the tank, you want the color goes to a different color value. So in order to do that, we can use a script like I showed before in another video using the tank, or what we can do is to use an expression. Okay, so let's go to the software. So I'm going to create a new project. Here I'm going to create a variable, so it's going to be an integer. It's going to be level tank. Okay, here what I need to do, let's say it's going to put the value here. Okay, it's going to be the value that I want to use. Variable is going to be level tank. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to change the color, okay, of the content of the tank. In the other video I show how we can play with the fill properties. Okay, but here in the animation you have fill level that you need to enable this in order to go. But now what I'm going to show you is only how we can change the color using expressions. So what we need to do is to go to shape, basic, select the fill color. It's gonna be an ID, and here we just need to link this to the variable that I want. But here we just need to select a converter. The converter we haven't created anyone yet, so we just need to go project, converters. Here we just need to select expression, so it's going to be C tank color expression, and here doesn't matter in this case, so I'm going to use here these three buttons in order to create my condition. So the variable from data is going to be the one that we have selected on the field. Okay, so I don't need to do anything on this one yet. And you can use another variable or something that you want to right click over here and get data. But what I'm going to do is to use this from data. So this one is going to be the variable that you select on the converter, and then we do something. So what I'm going to do here is to specify the different segments that I want in order to have different values. Okay, so imagine that this one goes from 0 to 100. So a value lower than 20, we got a value higher than 80, we have another value, and something in between had a different value ID color. Okay, so what we need to do is to specify that. So I'm going to have two classes. Okay, so the first condition is going to be when it's lower than 20. So lower than 20. Okay, and now here comes the trouble. So this is the value that is going to be taken into account. So this is the value 1. So it's like a condition 1. And now that 1 needs to be multiplied by the color ID in this case. Okay, so let's imagine the color ID 5. I believe it's a red one. Okay, so it will give me the value 5. Then I need to add this value to another condition. So if this value is lower than 100, okay, then I need to multiply this by another value, and this says 35, okay, which is a different color of red. Okay, so if this value machine now that is 25, this condition is going to be false, and the false is going to be a 0. 0 multiplied by 5, 0, and then I need to add this condition. There is something in between. No, sorry, higher than 80. Higher than 80. So I have put the two limits. Now I need to put this part in the middle. So that part is a combination of these two. So from data equal than 20, or, which is this one, or data lower than 80, then multiply this by, I don't know, number 4, which is, I believe, is the color for green, and this will do the work in theory. So now that I have this expression for the color, I can have this one. Let's add tank 1, 2, and 3. So tank 1, this is tank 1. Here on the field, it was ID 3. So let's change that. ID number 3. Let's take a look on the other side. Is ID 4 and then the 5. Okay, let's put the number 4 here. When it's 4 when it's lower, and red when it's high. I'm just messing that up. So screen, good. Here we just need to link with the variable of the tank, but now here we're using the new converter for the tank. Is something generic. Device, simulate, and if everything goes well, should be fine. So number 0, 50 screen, 20, 15 has this color, and if it's 80 green, and if it's 95 that's a different one. Okay, so let me just check I don't messing this up. Let's just check, because should be able to have different colors when I run. So converters expression 4, 5. Let's not places. No, this is not nothing to do. Okay, let's go down here and change this. 4 should be this one. Unless it's giving me something. Here I'm going to use the just to show the condition. Unless I'm doing something wrong. I got the feeling I'm doing something wrong. Just adding 1. Yeah, see, they got the value 7 when we shouldn't. Converters. Yeah, here, this one. This is the OR in order to make the AND condition is this. So now I'm going to show you that it works. There we go. So here we are. Number 4 is the condition, and if it's 15, it's the same. 21 green goes up to 79. 8 is fine. As soon as it reached the other level, 95, it changed. Okay, and this is the condition. So we just divided in different segments. Okay, we have put it the first ones. Okay, the first one, the lower and higher, and then in the middle we have the other condition. It's important to put this as an and, or if you put or, it will add one to the other one. It will add this value that you put. Okay, so now that you have this as a standard, if all the tank has the same things, you just copy and paste this, Control C, Control V. This is going to be tank 2. This is the condition for tank 2, tank 3, tank 3, and this one's going to be the shape, build, color, tank 2. This is going to be tank 3, and then you have different tanks with different levels. Okay, but you have the same condition on the expression. Okay, this is how you can work on this part. So instead of having a script to indicate on each one when it's going to change, you can use the expression. Okay, so this is a very good tool to use. So this is how you can use the expression. This is one way to use the expression, and it's useful when you want to do something generic, so you can reuse the code multiple times. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.